Yeah, we are. And unfortunately, we've got some really heavy rain to talk about. Now, I did want to start things off with the bottom line to kind of go through the main things that I just want you to be ready and prepared for. That is several rounds of rain starting with this morning. We do have a flood watch basically across the entire viewing area through tomorrow, and then also a big temperature drop today. We're really not going to warm up at all this afternoon. Yesterday was beautiful. It was warm, a little bit of rain as well, but we're looking at some high winds as well heading into our Saturday. Let's go ahead and talk about the winds because this is going to be a really important thing, component to our weather forecast. Our phones like to tell us the weather, but they don't tell us everything. That's why you tune in here, right? But what we're going to be happening is basically some very saturated soils out there, along with some gusty winds, and that can easily bring down trees over top of roadways, over top of your house, over top of power lines. So we just want you to clean the debris definitely if you can in between the breaks of rain for the day today, because we will be looking at wind gusts tomorrow anywhere between 50 to 60 miles per hour. That's a snapshot of 3 p.m. tomorrow. So again, saturated soil plus windy conditions, a no-go when it comes to having to deal with things kind of blowing all over the place. Here's a live look at Buckeye Lake, sponsored by Pella and brought to you by WeatherBug. Things are quiet, can't really see much, but we are dealing with that rain. And here you go, a live look outside here in downtown Columbus shows the clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. We're not going to warm up more than that for the day today, really, and we should be in the mid 40s today, but we're looking at that rain to continue, especially south of I-70 going into this afternoon. Now, this is what we're looking at, a flood watch until 2 p.m. tomorrow. So it has been extended northward. So if you joined us yesterday, we did not have the flood watch across Franklin and Delaware, but it has been extended. That's because flooding is likely. So we want everybody to be prepared for that. Speaking of the flooding, here is the rain that we're looking at right now in the city of Columbus. You can see it from Dublin to Westerville, Gahanna. As you're heading out the door, maybe jumping on 270, you will encounter this rain. We slide up to the north. You can see out towards Mount Vernon, we're seeing some rain as well, but not as heavy up towards Marion. Heaviest of the rainfall is actually out towards McConnellsville now, down south towards Athens as well. So we've been seeing some heavy bursts of rainfall along with a little bit of convection, which is thunderstorms. And the good news is I think most of the thunderstorm activity is done with for this morning, and we will just have that rainfall to continue through the afternoon. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. 8 o'clock in the morning, looking at those showers, and that rain just continues as we go through noon, especially across the south. Now, as we head towards 6 o'clock this evening, most of us should see a little bit of a lull. This is when we're talking about maybe cleaning your yard and just kind of cleaning the loose limbs, because as we head into tonight, this is when that really heavy rainfall moves in, and it's going to be a real soaker tonight. You can see that heavy rain will be across the area from 3 to 4 to 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it will kind of push on out of here, it looks like, as we go through about 8. Of course, temperatures will warm up to the 70s, but a lot of that has to do with the fact we'll have strong winds. You can see that here. Again, we talked about it earlier, but winds 50 to 60 miles per hour, helping to warm us up during the afternoon. I would not be surprised if we did see several trees out there, unfortunately, kind of topple over just because of how much rain we're expecting. That leads me to this. How much rain are we expecting? Up to 3 to 4 inches area wide, with the heaviest totals south of I-70. If you live further north, you could maybe see 1 to 2 inches, but it's really going to be maybe 3 to 4 down across the south. So just be extra careful as we're out and about, not only for today, but also heading into tomorrow. This is a look at our 10-day forecast. Once again, we will have our inconvenient weather days for today and for tomorrow. We're looking at rain tapering off for our Saturday, which will be nice, but the wind will pick up, so be very careful. I know that we'll be in the 60s. You'll be excited to be out and about. I'm a big hiker, and I wouldn't even be hiking in the woods tomorrow with how windy it's going to be with those winds whipping around. More of your forecast coming up in just a few moments.